guys, it's me again, Carrie with Fullerton Professional Organizing, and today I'm talking about Raveena at Home, her YouTube channel. And first we're going to talk about 10 tips that she has, and so we're just going to go through some of these tips. These are some of the things she does, and you can see this video on her YouTube channel. She says use clear containers so that you can see when you're running out. Now, we're going to talk about kitchen organization, but these 10 tips are for the kitchen. Clear containers so you can see when things are running low. Label everything. Everything used together, organized together. Toaster with the bread stored together, all baking ingredients stored together. She says all her fresh veggies are in containers in the fridge. As soon as she is done shopping, she marinades all of her meats. Now that's amazing. I need to do that. But the only thing is with me is marinades, first you got to put the marinades together. And if you're using more than one marinade, then you've got, I would rather, when I'm marinating chicken, make that marinade and then make extra for the next time I need to marinate chicken, and then it's ready to go. Next time I cook pork and I have to marinate it, make extra, and etc. Now, I don't know how well those things last in the freezer, the marinades, so that you can put the meat in later. So it may not work, but making up several marinades and I don't have them memorized, that is going to be different for me. But if you already have a bunch of marinades memorized, recipes memorized in your mind, then it really does speed up your cooking process. As soon as she is done shopping, she marinades all of her meats. She does make some frozen meals so that she ahead of time so she can stick them in the oven. And for me, it's just me and my husband, so I will make a meal and there's usually a lot left over because I'm used to cooking for 4 or 6 and I don't always measure. So I will make a big batch and then freeze it in small portions, and that way I always have something frozen, and that's what she does. She even chops and freezes the herbs and freezes them. That's what I have started doing because I know I'm bad about putting all my fresh stuff into the refrigerator and then it just dies there. So I have to, when I do use it, I have to chop it up and freeze it, the leftovers, or if I don't use it and I find that I'm not using it, and I just chop it up and freeze it so that it won't go bad. Anything that I think is going to go bad, I put in the freezer. But she does all of this at once when she finishes with the grocery shopping. That's when she does all of this. And she chops up her herbs and then puts them in. That way she does it once. Dirties up all the dishes once. And then instead of for each meal. She freezes her leftover broth in cubes. And you can find those on Amazon. They are kind of pricey. They're really, really great. I have not taken advantage of them yet because I just hate spending that kind of money. But they are convenient because once you have them in cubes, then you can put all the cubes in a baggie, or you can, you can put them all in a baggie and then take out 2 cups at a time and just defrost what you need. She divides her I think that's it for her tips, But she also divides her kitchen into zones. She has a food zone, a family zone, a private zone, a utility zone, and a play zone. Well, actually, this is her whole home. Sorry. I take notes and then I have to remember what they all mean. But she divides, when she organizes, she divides in zones, and she has a food zone, a family zone, and private zones, and that's her bedroom, the bedroom. So that's zone 1 is food, zone 2 is her family room, where all the family gathers, and for some it could be the kitchen, and some it could be the dining room, and some it could be the living room. All of those are zone 2. Zone 3 is all the bedrooms and bathrooms, and that's divided into zone 3 and zone 4. The utility area or garage area or storage areas are all zone 5, and playrooms and etc. And then she's got number 6 zone is outdoor zone, whether it's the shed or the garden or patio or backyard. Those are all her organizing zones. Let's see here. In zone 1 of her kitchen, though, she says you can divide up any room into zones. And her kitchen, zone 1, food, workstation. And in that is the washing area, sink. She's from another country, so she does have a little different terminology, but washing station in the kitchen, you can pretty much assume that that's the sink. The cooking, the prepping, and wherever there's a large countertop. Let's see. Okay, so 5, step away from where you are working. 5 step. Okay, I'm sorry. I don't understand my notes here. But anyway, her washing station is dishes, hands, veggies, trash bin. Prep station is knives, chopping boards, food containers, fridge, and sink. The baking station is breakfast station, toaster, cereals, cutlery and silverware. And then she has an entertainment zone, buffet with all her buffet dishes. And her system is planning, delegation, rotation, disliked items, and chores. Those are things that they rotate the disliked chores because she involves her whole family. Substations, break up the space into smaller stations, create a space each under or above the counter for all related items. And how she determines what she does, like in a pantry or any space that she organizes. North, up high, is for out of the way items that you don't use, rarely used items. South, things down below are the things that are heavy or you use sometimes. And then you've got west and east are all the things that you can grab easily. All right, and then let's see. Here's how she takes care of some of her daily activities. Laundry, she does her kitchen laundry and darks. Tuesdays, she does floor rugs, lights, and sheets. And Wednesday, she does delicates, hand washing, and towels. And Thursday, she does darks, towels, and ironing. And Fridays, bedding, jeans, and lights. Now, for me, I suggest that you have your family each family member does their own laundry. And you designate a particular day for each family member to do their own laundry. Unless you have children, they can't do their own, but you can still designate each person their own day that you do their laundry. And that way you're only taking care of that person's laundry. You don't have anything else to sort, anything else to fold. And then pick a day to do sheets and towels together. But remember, this is just your sheets and your towels. Everyone else is doing their own sheets and towels. Unless, again, you have littles that can't do their own laundry, and then you're going to do all the sheets and towels together. Unless you have 17 kids, which this, you would have to have 17 little kids that are unable to do their own laundry. But once they're old enough to be able to do their own laundry, and you've purchased everything that can be washed together, nothing's going to bleed, nothing's going to ruin. They can wash everything together without ruining. That's really the easiest way to take care of laundry, in my opinion. But she has some great ideas, and those are her ideas. All right, now here's a little review of some of the stuff we talked about, especially since the reason I do a little review is because of the reason sometimes in my notes, once I go back over it, I forget why I wrote it down, or I have a mishap in my notes. And you'll notice that when if there's anything that you are like, huh? That's why I do a little review at the end. All right, so Raveena shows on her YouTube channel, she talks about all types of organizing, but right now she sets up a kitchen that's both functional and efficient so that we feel less stressed. When setting up workstations, consider the 5-step rule. Anything you need should be 5 steps away. The essentials, the things that you use daily. She helps women around the world take control of their home, their lives, and their mental health, because something a lot of people may not realize that these things are all intrinsically connected. Takeaways. The kitchen has 3 primary workstations: a prepping station, a cooking station, and a washing station. These are core, but some of us need more. If you have to pick just one integral habit, then pick washing dishes every single night. A clean sink is something you will be thankful for when you start the next morning. Before buying new bins and organizers, shop your home and repurpose what you already have. Note each of the main activities or workstations you need in your kitchen. You can always double up the use of a space if your kitchen is small. Decide where each station would best be located. Don't be reluctant to assign more than one purpose to any drawer or cabinet. Just have a clear indication or a clear place to keep it separated, such as a drawer divider or different types of organizers. Make each station self-contained as possible, equipped with all the tools needed. That means what we said about toaster and bread together, all the cereal and bowls together, all the baking ingredients and baking tools together. Make each station self-contained as possible, equipped with all the tools needed. Use the compass method for setting up your pantry. North, up high, not frequently used, not heavy items. South is sometimes needed, odd shapes, or heavy items. East is easy access essentials, easy to put away. And W, West, is well stocked everything else. It could be your overstock items. Ideally, store overstock within the station, but if that's not possible, you can use another place like the garage or some other place for the overstock items. All right, guys, I hope that you enjoyed that, and you can check her out on YouTube to get more information on the ways that she does her organizing in her home and for others. All right, guys, thank you for watching. I'll see you on the next one.